That's the speech. It's all over. Go home. Usually people ask me a question about this subject. And it happened to me one time. I was in Egypt. I'd just gone to the Nahar Nil down, I don't know if you know, as Beni Suef, or you know as Minya, these places down in Upper Egypt. When we arrived down there, my host had asked me a question and I didn't know how to answer it because I never thought about it. He said, what is it like, what, you know, mentally or what feelings and so on, to go from some other religion to come to Islam? What is it like? I said, I don't know how to explain it. Well, the next day while we were sitting there on the side of the river watching the, you know what's Weird in Nil? Weird in Nil. It means the flowers of the river, the Nile River, the Nile River, going by. So peaceful. I mean, this is an amazing place. So lovely. And I said, okay, I can tell you. He said, tell me what? I said, remember you asked me the question, what it's like to go from another religion to come to Islam? He said, yeah. I said, I can tell you, but I need one word from you. Help me with the Arabic. He said, what? I said, you know the boat? On the back of the boat, there's this thing like this. You can steer with it. What is that in Arabic? He said, daffa. Daffa. I said, okay, I got it. Here we go. I said, imagine that you're in that boat. There was a boat there. I said, imagine you're out in the boat and you're out in the middle of the river right now. You're in the boat, in the river. But you're blindfolded. Can't see. Oh, and your ears are... and you can't hear. Huh? Oh, and you don't have the daffa. And you're just floating along. Now you don't know anything because this is how you started out. You've never even seen the boat. You never even heard anything. It's just feeling. You're just feeling around. That's all it is. You feel motion, you know. And sometimes you feel water coming around you. Sometimes it feels like this way, that way. And you're trying to guess, how is it? Well, maybe if it's because I'm leaning like this. I lean like that. Yeah, that's it. There. Wait. Well, I lean back and it's some water got on me. Okay, that's. But you really don't have a clue. But then somebody comes along one day and takes the blindfold off, opens up your ears so you can hear, and give you the daffa. Now, that does not mean you're automatically going to go to paradise. Doesn't automatically mean you're going to get where you want to go, does it? But at least you have a whole lot more to say about the choices, don't you? Because you can see, you can hear, and you've got some control here that you can do something with. And that is exactly how I felt when I left whatever I was in to come to Islam. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, that Allah guides whoever He wills to His straight path. Another question people will ask me, how did I get to Islam? It's a very common question, one that we've answered so many times that we put a website up for it. It's called YusufEstes.com. YUSUFESTES.com. You can also go to WatchIslam.com, and the story of priests and preachers coming to Islam is there. We also have it on YouTube Islam. Now, not YouTube, YouTube Islam. You can go there and get a lot of these great stories. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. How many of you ever watch Peace TV? Anybody? Okay, I'll go the other way. Anybody here never heard of Peace TV? Everybody knows Peace TV, okay. Huda TV, anybody heard of Huda TV? Okay. What about Islam Channel in UK? You heard of Islam Channel in UK? Now all of these you need to have satellite to get them, right? Not anymore. You can get them all free on my website, WatchIslam.com. All of them are right there. Plus, the Quran being recited in Ramadan is running right now 24 hours a day. You can go there and listen to the Quran, and it has English translation right across the front of it. Plus, we have Share Islam TV, and we have a new one that just came out, BridgeToFaith.com. BridgeToFaith.com. Now, in these, you've got a series of different speakers, myself, and people like Mutahir Sabri, Abdurrahim Green. I think you know some of the speakers that we've got on there, and you can watch these programs. All of it's free. Free. Because I want people to know what's real Islam. From people who can explain it in good English terms. Some of you would like to be involved in sharing Islam with other people. You want to have a way to answer questions, to give them help. We have a website called shareislam.com. Shareislam.com. And that's great because you can go there and ask questions and gives you answers. We have another one. People ask you about Aqidah, what we believe and why. It's called GodAllah.com. Is God Allah? Is Allah God? Where is God? How can you prove there's God? Then for those who are atheists or claim to be scientists, don't believe in God, there's a website for them. ScienceIslam.com. This has videos in it you can watch. 9 different scholars, professors, teachers of disciplines, different sciences. Every one of them, after they knew what the Quran said about their particular expertise, they all said it must be a God, it must be this God is real, and Allah must be behind the Quran. Because it's impossible to be any other way. These are a result of Sheikh Zandani's work. Some of you know about him and his effort. I would like to mention to you that the last one, the 9th one, when you play it, the scientist, professor, when he's talking, stops and he looks at the camera. He said, I guess it's time for me to say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. If you'd like to join us and work with us in this project, you're welcome. We have an ongoing website. Right this minute as I'm sitting here, there are people learning about Islam from it live. It's called chatislam.com. Chatislam.com. We have volunteers who come on and speak and then answer questions. Inshallah, I'm planning on recruiting a particular daya here from this community to be one of those to help us do that. But the brothers, they don't like their names mentioned and so on, but we'll have somebody, inshallah, from this community doing the same. We have, again, many good teachers. Some of them you've heard of before who come on, like Dr. Bilal Phillips. Some of you heard about him. And some of you have heard about Muhtar Sabri and the work that he's done. Salim Morgan, not very famous, but he used to be here, very well known 25 years ago. We're getting him out of retirement and putting him back on the internet and helping us with that, myself. And what happens is when these people come into this chat room, they get to hear something that they didn't ever hear before. Easy English, they can understand what's going on, and then they can ask questions, and they can get real answers. But just in case you want to ask a question, and you said, they didn't have time for my question, okay? If we have it, you can access it. Go to search for Islam. 3 words. Search for Islam, but write it like one word, .com. Searchforislam.com, and it's a little box. So come up and you just type in the keyword. You want to know about music. What's the role of music in Islam? Type music in there, find out. You want to know about these different groups? Type the word groups. Want to know about women in Islam? Type the word women. We got a brand new website for women, by the way. Ladies, listen up. It's called islamswomen.com. And they sent me some new, it's brand new. We're just putting it up now. They sent me some new graphics for it, some beautiful backgrounds today to approve it. Really going to be tasty. You're going to like it. It's really sharp. And brothers, if you go to this website, islamswomen.com, you do have to lower your gaze while you look at the screen. Well, that was funny. You could have laughed a little bit more than that. You're still here. I told you to go home. MashaAllah.